What is going on, ladies and genitals? YOTESLAYA here, bringing you episode 2 of my Borderlands 2 Pearlescent weapon series. Today I have a Pearlescent pistol for you guys known as the Unforgiven. In my case, it is the Trick Shot Unforgiven. In your case, the prefix of this gun may change, but it will be some variation of the Unforgiven. Now, when you're going for this gun in particular, I wasn't as lucky, but you're definitely going to want to go for the 2 for Unforgiven, which will give it the damage times 2. And this pistol already has an insane amount of percentage. Like, whenever you're shooting this, you have 500% critical hit damage. So if you take that damage times 2, like my case, 76,000 or something like that, times 2 and add on that 500% critical hit damage, you can see that this gun will just be a monster. Now, this gun didn't really fit my play styles. You'll see here in just a little bit as I show you guys some gameplay. Now, my play style, as most of you guys probably know by now, is I like to just spam bullets. I use the Unkept Herald. I run around spamming bullets, especially with my gun Zerker. You know, I dual wield them and just spam. With this one, you got to be a little bit more precise. It's definitely like a mid to long range pistol and something you don't really want to get up close with, because up close to the chest and whatnot, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But you know, like you'll hear from the wiki here in just a little bit, medium to long range, if you take this instead of a sniper rifle or act like it's a sniper rifle, especially in my case, I've got a scope, it's definitely a gun for you. So remember that when you watch some gameplay. Doesn't fit my playstyle, it may fit yours. It's open up to everybody. You know, whatever suits your needs. Now, right here, you can see I am farming the loot midgets for this, the legendary loot midgets at that. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm doing here, I will have an annotation at the top center of your screen to click on and take you to that video to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. If you do not know, the legendary loot midgets have the highest drop rates as far as pearlescent weapons to legendaries to the ancient relics that they've introduced. Ancient relics are nothing really special. They're kind of just, after you get a few of them, after you get all 4 of them, you're just kind of like, yeah, it's another E-Tech relic, an ancient relic, whatever. But right there, you can see I killed the legendary loot midget, and he does drop the Trick Shot Unforgiven. This is the pistol I showed you at the beginning. It is a level 61, like I told you in episode 1. I will be showing you guys the level 61 versions just so you can get the max stat version and see what this gun, you know, what the max potential for this gun is. But right now, I'm going to read from the wiki. It says the Unforgiven is a pearlescent pistol manufactured by Jacobs. The Unforgiven can be obtained randomly from any loot source, but has a higher chance to drop from human badasses. Special weapon effects, it's a hell of a thing, it says. Absurdly high damage, very low fire rate compared to similar Jacobs pistols, increased accuracy, 500% critical hit damage, which is a hidden trait, but 500% critical hit damage may be one of the highest out of all the guns in the game, from sniper rifles, shotguns, pistols, to even submachine guns. It says very high recoil, even compared to other Jacobs weapons, and extremely slow accuracy recovery. Now, usage and description. The Unforgiven is an extremely powerful pistol fitting the true definition of a hand cannon. It boasts excellent damage and accuracy stats coupled with the unrivaled critical hit damage among pistols. However, its fire rate is very low for a Jacobs pistol, making it more suited to mid to long range combat. That said, it is an exceptional weapon for taking out enemy critical spots, and a scope version can make for a more than viable sniper rifle alternative. That is what I was telling you guys with that 500% critical hit damage. You know, my play style is more of run and gun. For you guys that may sit back, let your buddies do the work, and you want to sit back and just pick them off, this would be a pistol for you guys. Now, trivia, the Unforgiven is one of the few weapons returning from Borderlands with a different rarity. I don't even really remember this from Borderlands 1. Must have been maybe an orange, I don't remember. Or maybe just a common gun like a blue or a green or something like that. I'm not really sure. The Unforgiven is one of 3 weapons in Borderlands 2 to have unique white flavor text, with the other 2 being the Mongol and the Fibber. So there you have it. That is the wiki for this. As you can see, I'm running around with my good Zerker just dual wielding. You can see with this badass blaster, it's really not doing much. You can see it's doing like 126,000 damage, but when they're level 61, 60, 62s, stuff like that, that's really not enough damage. Me, myself, I'm not accurate enough to get those critical, you know, shots to like maximize the damage for it. But overall, it's a pretty good gun. It is a pearlescent to add to your collection. Definitely recommend it for those guys that take it slow. I didn't care for it. You know, it's funny because if you remember right, if you've been around my channel for a while, the Maggie was definitely one of my favorite guns in Borderlands 2, and it's a revolver at that, and I used to run around just tearing ass with that. And with this one, I don't see myself doing that. Now, you can see I put on the B shield there, but, you know, with the B shield, you have to have it fully recharged to get that amp damage, and I just couldn't keep it fully recharged. But you know, like it says, if you're one of those guys that takes it slow, you've got the B shield on, you can sit back, get that 500% critical hit damage with that 2 for definitely times 2 damage, 500% critical hit damage, and then that amp damage. You could have a beastly pistol. Leave in the comments if anybody's decent with it and has a B shield. What is the damage you're actually getting out of this if you hit a critical headshot or something like that? I'd say it's probably well over 1 million. It's already doing like 200,000 to the body times 500%. If you had a 2 for, that's even times 2. Oh my God, I could see it easily over 1 million. Leave in the comments if anybody out there is using the B shield and they've got the 2 for, and just leaving the what is the overall damage with that thing. But you can see right here with the B shield on, it's doing like 300,000 damage. I got about 600,000 damage right there with that critical. But if you had that 2 for, it'd be about 1.2 million. So yeah, it'd easy be over 1 million. But I don't know, guys. This is episode 2 of my Pearlescent weapon series. I'm going to try to get another one for you guys out. I've got the Butcher level 61. That first episode, I only had it as like a level 54. I'm going to be bringing you guys the Butcher again. I'll probably wait a couple episodes. I've already got a level 61 Storm. I also got, the other night, I got like a level 59 Avenger. And then I got a level 59 Bearcat. But I went ahead and sold them because I want to bring you guys these level 61s. Just to show you guys the max stat versions of this. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of my Pearlescent weapons guide. Tonight, I'll try to get the Storm for you guys, and then maybe I guess I could do the, what was it? The Butcher again and get that out there. But there's only like, there's actually 8 of these Pearlescent weapons, so it's not going to be a very long series, but nonetheless, I will bring those to you. I've also got an idea for a legendary weapon series, Ultra Vault Hunter mode, where I actually get all the legendaries again as level 61s, and I do a series comparing them to the level 50s, to the level 61. So leave in the comments what you guys think about that idea, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to die because these guns suck balls, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.